Hello, friends. Today we are going to learn about an adverb clause, types of adverb clauses, how do we combine the two sentences with time adverbs or subordinate conjunctions, uses of when, while, and as. First of all, what is an adverb clause? An adverb clause is a group of words that functions as an adverb. It means it modifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. Adverb clauses, some are finite clauses and some are non finite clauses. For example, as Gopi made many mistakes, he was punished. In the sentence, as Gopi made many mistakes is a subordinate clause. He was punished is a main clause. Both are finite clauses because they have subjects and finite verbs. A same example with a non-finite clause. Making many mistakes, Gopi was punished. In the sentence, making many mistakes is a non finite clause because the clause doesn't have subject and a finite verb. He was punished is a finite clause. Here, finite clause either subordinate clause or main clause. Non finite clause means there is no subject, there is no finite verb. Finite verb means nothing but a verb with tense, a verb which shows time. That is a finite. Adverb clauses are mainly nine types. Adverb clause of time, adverb clause of place, adverb clause of manner, adverb clause of condition, adverb clause of purpose, adverb clause of reason, adverb clause of contrast, adverb clause of concession, adverb clause of comparison. These are the mainly types of adverb clauses. Adverb clause of time. An adverb clause of time, an adverb clause of time shows when does the action happen. It is introduced by subordinate conjunctions of time, such as while, when, as, before, after, as soon as, no sooner than, hardly when, scarcely when, since, and so on. Firstly, we will learn uses of each and every subordinate conjunctions in detail. Firstly, we will learn how do we combine the two sentences using with while, when, or as. How do we combine the two sentences using while, when, or as? while, when, as. Subordinate conjunctions when, while, as can be used to talk about actions or events that happened at the same time. Means two actions happened immediately, one after another. We have to use these subordinate conjunctions. Subordinate conjunctions when, while, as can be used to talk about actions or events that happen at the same time. Two simple sentences. How to combine the two sentences? Here, two actions are simple past. I mean, these are the two short actions. So we can use subordinate conjunctions when or as. We should not use while for these kind of actions. We have to use subordinate conjunctions with first happened action. Which action happened first? With that action, we have to use subordinate conjunctions. In the sentence, first happened action is Gopi opened the door. So, we can say when Gopi opened the door, he got fresh air. Or, as Gopi opened the door, he got fresh air. Here we used initially subordinate clause and next main clause. If we use subordinate clause at first, we have to use comma after the subordinate clause. Suppose if we use at first main clause, need not to use comma after main clause. Gopi got fresh air when he opened the door. Here, Gopi got fresh air is a main clause without comma when he opened the door. Some more examples. He learned music. She was just 10 years. He learned music. She was just 10 years. How can we combine the two sentences using with when? Here, first action is when she was 10 years old. And next action, she learned music. So, when she was just 10 years, she learned music. Or we can say that she learned music when she was just 10 years. In the place of when, we can use as also. As she was just 10 years, she learned music. I was young. I used to take milk. In the sentence, I was young is the first action. I used to take milk is the next action. So, subordinate conjunction as or when used with first action I was young. So, the answer would be as I was young, I used to take milk. Or when I was young, I used to take milk. We can use initially main clause. I used to take milk when I was young. Also correct. The thief saw the police. He ran away. The thief saw the police. He ran away. We can combine the two sentences using when. When the thief saw the police, he ran away. Or as the thief saw the police, he ran away. Another example. Vijay looked into the mirror. He was shocked. In the sentence, Vijay looked into the mirror is the first action. So, we have to use the subordinate conjunction as or when with the initial action. So, answer as Vijay looked into the mirror, he was shocked. If next second one, if two actions are longer actions, I mean if the two past actions are in continuous, we can use while or as to combine the two continuous tenses. We should not use with two continuous sentences when. We should not use subordinate clause when combined with two continuous clauses. For example, say Rani was reading a book, Sudha was watching TV. How can we combine the two sentences? While while Rani was reading a book, Sudha was watching TV. Or as Rani was reading a book, Sudha was watching TV. While, or we can say, while Rani was reading a book, Sudha was watching TV. Here, subordinate conjunction, we can use either beginning of the sentence or middle of the two clauses. They are eating food while she is playing a game. While they are eating food, she is playing a game. Another example, while Gopi was writing a story, we are drawing a picture. So, with two continuous sentences, we have to use while or as. We should not use when with two continuous tenses. Next, say if we talk about the two actions in the past, one is past continuous and another is simple past. I mean, if one action is going on, the another action interrupts the first action. At this time, we have to use. How can we combine the two sentences? We can use while, when, or as. If two actions happened in the past, one is past continuous and another is simple past. If we combine the two sentences or two simple sentences with while or when or as. For example, Raju was climbing a tree. He fell down. Raju was climbing a tree. Is a one sentence continuous, past continuous. He fell down is a simple past. Now using while we can make a single sentence. While Raju was climbing a tree, he fell down. Or when Raju was climbing a tree, he fell down. We can use with as Raju was climbing a tree, he fell down. So any subordinate conjunction used with past continuous tense. If the two accents, one is past continuous and another is simple past, we have to use the subordinate clause with the past continuous tense. We can say the main class first also. We can use main class first. For example, same sentence. When, say, Raju fell down when he was climbing a tree. Raju fell down as he was climbing it, or Raju fell down while he was climbing a tree. If we talk about time or years, we have to use when. For example, when I was young, I used to help my grandparents. When I was young, I used to help my grandparents. We should not say while I was young or as I was young. That's wrong. Here, you talk about years, talk about years. We should not use either as or while. Talking about years, talking about time, we should use only when. Subordinate conjunction when. When when she was 14 years, she completed SSC. Here we have to remember a few points while using these subordinate conjunctions when, while, and as. See here, we can use subordinate conjunctions when, while, or as with earlier accents. These subordinate conjunctions are used with earlier accents or first happened accents. A second point is we should use when or as with shorter accents. I mean, with the simple tenses. We should use when or as with the simple sentence. Means the sentence is a simple present or simple past. We have to use only when or as. So we should use when or as with a simple tense. And next, we should not use when with longer accents. Suppose we should not combine two continuous tenses with when. We should not combine two continuous tenses. If we want to combine the two continuous tenses, we have to use either as or while. We should not use when. When is with the simple past, while and as with the continuous, both continuous tenses. If one action is shorter and another is longer action, I mean, one is past continuous, one is simple past, we have to use subordinate conjunction with continuous action. If we want to combine one past continuous and simple past tense, the subordinate conjunctions while as since any subordinate conjunctions we have to use with subordinate clause, means we have to use it continuous tense. If one is shorter action, another is longer action, we have to use subordinate conjunction with longer action, any, while, when, or as. So, last one, we can use as with two shorter accents or two longer accents. As we can use with the two past continuous tenses. Suppose if we want to combine the two past continuous tenses or simple past tenses, we can use as. For example, as they are playing, we are sleeping. As they played, we slept.